Since you're here, accept your fate. What's going on? Wasn't I supposed to inherit the family fortune? How did I end up in this godforsaken place? Master Li's housewarming banquet is tomorrow night. You must learn this dance, or else you'll see what I'll do to you. Learn to dance, Master Li? I've transmigrated into a book, and I'm a minor cannon fodder who dies at the very start. Cannon fodder? What are you glaring at? Learning this dance is your good fortune. Do you want this good fortune for yourself? Have you lost your mind? You're not leaving this room today, and no food until you come to your senses. The original host was also named Lin Wan from Tanhua village. Her parents died young. She had a grandfather, grandmother, and an uncle at home, and a married aunt. At last night's Mid-Autumn Lantern Festival, she was abducted. When she opened her eyes, she'd been sold to a dance house. In a moment of despair, she took her own life. I refuse to die such a pathetic death. Tanhua village, Jiaoding prefecture. According to the plot, the barbarians are about to breach the city. The prefect has already fled. First, I need to escape. You little wretch, daring to steal from me and run? Here's a face wash for you. On the house. Fire. Put it out. Ha ha ha. Hey, my horse. Someone, quickly, after her. Madam just got word. The barbarians are on their way to attack. The prefect has already fled. What? Out of the way. Out of the way. I've never driven a horse cart before. Move, get out of the way. Clear the path ahead. Wan, we finally found you. Little uncle? Wan, you had us worried sick. Where did you go last night? Are you hurt? And how did you end up in the prefectural city? I ran into a kidnapper. And no, I'm not hurt. Let's hurry home. Father and mother are still waiting for news. The barbarians are attacking the city, and the prefect has fled. We need to warn the family immediately. Father and mother, the original owner's grandparents? Could it be that they, like me, are also from another world? Yue, have you found her? Wan. Oh dear. We haven't finished this argument yet. This barren hen has occupied my family for 5 years. Today, no matter what, I'll divorce you. Freeloading in my home for 5 years. Get out, now. And you owe my family 5 taels of silver. Not a single coin less. Baron, you say? Who knows if it's the hen or the rooster that's the problem? Everyone in the village knows what your son is like. Ha ha ha. He's a real expert at beating his wife. No child, and you blame the woman? Have you no shame? A mutual separation is fine, but a divorce letter to cast her out? Not a chance. The Lin family is bullying us. That Lin Xiuying married into my family 5 years ago and couldn't even produce a worthless girl. And now they won't let me divorce her? Where is the justice in that? Mrs. Zhao, enough with this ruckus. How can you say Xiuying's been freeloading at your place? She works almost as hard as any man. Auntie Zhao. Not having a child isn't necessarily Sister Xiuying's fault. Maybe you should come see my father for a checkup. Exactly. Have your second son get examined too. What are you staring at? You're an unmarried girl, have you no shame? It's her, Lin Xiuying, who can't bear children. My son is absolutely fine. That girl from the Jean family is already mother. Well, so that's it. Suddenly kicking up such a fuss to divorce your wife. So the mistress on the side can't be hidden any longer. And you still demand compensation? You probably want our family to fund your second wedding dowry, don't you? Village chief, sir, please judge this fairly. What exactly is going on with the Zhao family? Everyone here has heard enough. Stop making a scene. You have the nerve to demand a divorce? Just agree to a mutual separation. Hey, Li Zhang, you. Oh, let's just go, mother. Come on, let's go. Heavens above, what a tremendous spectacle this has been. Oh no, I forgot the real matter. Uncle, quickly, call the village chief back. News from the prefectural city. I see. Tell us quickly, how did you transmigrate here? Transmigrate? What do you mean? When we were helping you up, my hand touched that light strip. With a sudden rip, everything went black. When I opened my eyes again, I was here. So, Wan, you mean all three of us together? Yes, same for me. But never mind how we got here. As long as we all have our memories, that's enough. Grandpa, Grandma, we have to flee right now. Flee? Flee from what? This cursed place is at war right now. The barbarians are about to invade. The city will fall any moment. Even the prefect has already fled. This Qinghe village sits right along the main road. If we don't run now, by tomorrow night, we'll close our eyes and never open them again. Good heavens! Is that a true promise? It is. Truer than gold. Oh, Grandpa, Grandma, stop dawdling. Uncle and Aunt are both here. Let's pack up quickly. Wan, don't panic yet. We just got here and are still clueless. Which way should we run? None of us know the roads. Where do we go? Head north. Grandpa, Grandma, I've read this book. We're now in the Daong dynasty. The imperial court is in the south, but it will soon move the capital north to Shuntian prefecture. The south is about to fall into chaos, so we have to flee north. Grandpa, Grandma, trust me on this. If you've read it, that's good enough. We trust you, child, we trust you. Luckily, this family is quite well off. At most, it's just a household relocation. North, but the capital is in the south. Wan, explain clearly. Within a year, the emperor will move the capital north to Shuntian prefecture. By then, all court power will shift north. The south, on the contrary, will descend into turmoil. If we head north now, we get a head start and a chance to survive. We'll seize the initiative. Then let's run, quickly. If Wan says north, we go north. This child never speaks nonsense. North it is. Fellow villagers, listen to me. The prefectural city is about to fall. The barbarians will be here by tomorrow. We must flee immediately. Humph. Lin Dashin, you say it's fallen, so it's fallen? Where's the official notice? Where are the soldiers? I think you've gone senile. Would our family lie to you or something? My son, Wenyu, is a certified scholar. He saw it with his own eyes. I saw it with my own eyes. The prefect abandoned the city and fled. The barbarian cavalry will overrun Qinghe village by dusk tomorrow, at the latest. If there's a single false word in this, may I never pass the provincial exams in this life. Even if we have to run, we should head south. His Majesty is in Jiangnan. The imperial court is in Jiangnan. Only by going south is there a way to survive. Everyone, calm down. What the hell do you know? I served as a scout in the army for 10 years. The barbarians' marching routes, I can read them clearer than your own kitchen stove. If we head north, just bypass their route. Stick to the mountain gullies, and we'll survive. Go south? The south is full of routed soldiers and refugees. You'd be walking to your death. Then let's split up. Those who trust our family, head north. Those who trust the Zhao family, head south. Each goes their own way. No one holds anyone back. Our Lin family is heading north. Anyone who wants to come with us, go back now. Pack your things, and we leave at dawn. I'm going with the Lin family. Uncle Lin was a soldier. I trust him. Mother, let's go north. Before Equan left, he said, if anything happens, we should follow Uncle Lin's family. I've been the one watching over Equan's wife's pregnancy all along. I'm going with the Lins too. Thank you, Uncle Sunday. A bunch of fools, just wait to die. Humph. Pa. As long as everyone can survive, that's all that matters. Father, don't worry about them. That dog of the Zhao family tried to steal our chickens before leaving. You couldn't even keep an eye on 2 chickens? They didn't manage to steal them. Cluck cluck cluck. Move it, you little brat. You look like a chicken yourself. This damn road. My hip bones feel like they're about to fall apart from all this jolting. Shoe. Is that a wolf? Oh man, what the? This thing's creepier than those barbarians. I'm a scholar. Wolves don't eat scholars, right? Little uncle. What? You think wolves care about your degree? Everyone stay calm. Gather around the fire. Little uncle. Quick, throw that stack of Confucius says into the fire. What? Wolves are afraid of fire. We're running out of firewood. At least the books can keep it going a while. But these are my family heirlooms. Your life's about to be over. What's the point of passing anything down? Mother. Tomorrow, have your father buy you a whole box of them? This can't go on. All my classics, burned for nothing. Ah. Cry. Wolves love sniveling scholars. Whoa. Looks like we can't scare them off. Everyone, grab a torch. Is this any way for people to live? Let's go, together. Poor Xiaoying. At least she finally let it all out. Auntie, you're amazing. It's all right now, Xiaoying. It's all right. My dear sister. My books, woo-woo. Ha. Ah. Little uncle, those dark circles make you look like a panda. Didn't sleep well? Your little uncle's got a timid heart. The wolf howls last night scared him so much he didn't dare close his eyes. Only you, Wan, are so carefree you slept soundly. Oh, mother. Ah. Stop teasing the boy. Let's talk about something serious. From here on, we can't keep following the main road through the plains. Based on the barbarians' usual marching habits, they'll probably pass through this area soon. We need to head into the mountain ravines. Uncle Lin hasn't spotted any barbarian tracks yet. Something stirring. Everyone get down. It's safe now. We keep heading north. Ha ha ha. Mother. Who's-he? Nobody come any closer. It's a marsh. Quick. Save the child first. Who's-he? Don't move. Who's-he? Suchin. Don't do anything rash. There are so many of us here. The child will surely be fine. Who's-he? Don't be afraid. Mother is here. Mother is right here. Hey. Ah. Father, long leaf stalks, white flowers, round tubers underground. It's water plantain. It's water plantain. This is a real treasure. This is tribute grade. Everyone, come pick some. When we reach the next county town, we can surely sell it for a good price. What's the matter? Sister son, what is this? It's sweet flag. The classic of immortality calls it the finest essence of water plants, a miraculous medicine of the immortals. Wan, you're incredible. Father, come look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 joints in 1 inch, worth a fortune. Wan, Gina. This is 9-jointed rock sweet flag. We won't have to worry about our livelihood once we reach Shuntian. The sky's about to turn completely dark. Hurry and pack up. It's going to rain. Hand over the grain. Deserters. Oh, and a few pretty little ladies. How about coming with me to live the good life? Stop. Don't you touch them. One away. One away, uncle. You little bastards. You dare raise a hand? The good life? Each of you looks scrawnier than a chick. Who knows if you'll even survive? And this old lady here. You think you deserve the good life? I'll make you pay for hurting my uncle. Wan, fall back for now. Hey, my spear. Huh? So, you're deserters, aren't you? We outnumber you. If this really gets ugly, you won't stand a chance. The official records have all your names. If just one of us reports you to the authorities, you won't be able to escape, even with wings. Attack. These are mine now. This old lady gives them all to you. Can we go now? Of course. Goodbye, not goodbye. Never again. Good heavens. They hid so much. Looks like stolen silver from the deserters. Let's take it for now. Use it as travel money on the road. We're rich, we're rich. Father, let me carry that. Look, everyone. Ha ha ha. Oh my. Wanua's face has gone completely red. Ha ha ha. It's rare to see him like this. Miss Sun is gentle and capable. They're a perfect match. Brother Wanue is a good man too. To think we'd stumble on a fine match along the way. I wonder if Uncle's feeling more pain right now, or more happiness. Ha ha ha. By the way, Wan, since when did you learn to fight? Oh, right, Wan, since when did you learn to use a spear? I can't exactly say I learned martial arts in the modern world. Your father taught you. Aha, Grandpa taught me. Yes, I taught you. Haha, well, the rain stopped too. So let's get moving without delay. Let's try to reach the county town ahead before dark. Finally, a place with signs of life. Sob, sob, sob. Ha ha ha. Grandma, look. Welcome, esteemed guests. Please come in. What might you be needing? Have you brought a prescription with you? Uncle son, sister son, come quickly. Shopkeeper, we have some fine goods. Would you be interested in purchasing them? Alizma, ha ha ha, excellent. I'll take them. I'll take them. For top quality goods like these, I'll buy as much as you have. Esteemed guests, please come further inside. Shopkeeper, please take a look at this as well. This is Acarus gramineus. 1, 2, 3, 9 nodes. To be honest with you, esteemed guests, my humble shop can take all the alizma, but this 9-node Acarus gramineus is far too precious. My shop can only afford to buy 2 plants. No matter. Please, shopkeeper, tally up the account. How much does all of this come to? Here you are, esteemed guest, take care. If you have more fine goods in the future, please don't hesitate to come again. Alright, shopkeeper, we're merely passing through. We won't be coming back this way. Thank you, shopkeeper. We'll take our leave now. May I ask where you esteemed guests are headed? We're heading to the northern territories. Oh dear. The road north is far from peaceful. There's been trouble with bandits outside the city lately. It's already getting dark. You'd best rest in town for the night. Set out again tomorrow in the daylight. Thank you for the warning, shopkeeper. That would be wise. Let's move out. Nobody move. Hand over all your money. You've got to be kidding. In broad daylight? We just left the city and already ran into bandits? This kind of bad luck? Little sister. Father, brother. I'm scared. Good men, please. Calm yourselves. If it's silver you want, I'll have someone fetch it right away. Just please don't harm my daughter. Cut the chatter, hand over the money, or I won't be responsible for your daughter's life. Don't hurt her. When do we make our move? Move? Us? Those are real bandits. Swords that big, they'd chop us up like cabbage. Nah, there's only 4 of them. If we help now, we can still make a run for it. Once the rest of their gang comes down, we'll all be trapped like turtles in a jar. All done for. Wan is right. We can't just sit here and wait. Besides, we still have the long spear. Father, Wan, are you confident? What do you think? Cut the chatter, hand over the money. We're getting it right now. Please, don't hurt my little sister. It's all here. We left home in a hurry. We truly have no more valuables. You trying to fool me? I guess you don't care about his life anymore. No. Ha. Who's there? Who dares mess with my business? Your great-aunt, that's who. Your great-aunt, that's who. These times are truly getting more chaotic. Nowadays, even the likes of you can pull off a robbery. Huh? What's my uncle doing, putting on that act? You've got a death wish. How dare you ruin my plans? I'll slaughter you all today. Protect your sister. Ah. Father, Wan, are you confident? So Uncle was asking us just now, with him joining in, whether we were still confident. Uncle, no need for you to lift a finger. Hmm. Folks, come out quickly. This place is dangerous. We must leave at once. Many thanks to you, sir, and the young lady, for saving us. We will never forget this life-saving kindness. No need for thanks. There's no time to waste. This band of brigands has a large force up in the mountains. Once they come down, none of us will be able to escape. Don't panic, sir. 20 li ahead lies the ancient post road north of the capital. That's an official road. The mountain bandits wouldn't dare act recklessly there. Then please, sir, lead the way with your carriage. Rest assured, sir. Follow me. Father, I can't go on. Let's rest for a bit. We've been walking for 2 whole hours. I really can't walk any further. Sir, there's a pavilion up ahead. Let's stop and rest there for a while. Wenwei, you really should get more exercise. How is it your stamina is worse than your niece's? Father, please spare me some dignity. Besides, you only ever had me bury my head in books before. You never let me do much of anything else. Oh. A scholar? Is your family a line of farmer scholars? Nothing so grand. He's the only scholar our family has produced in years. Thank you, madam. These past 2 years, war has spread everywhere. The civil examinations were suspended long ago. In such troubled times, for your family to still devote themselves to study, it shows that everyone in your household possesses a truly resilient spirit. And you, sir? Have you earned any scholarly rank? My uncle is a certified shiozai, you know. Huh? Shiozai? May I ask how old you are? Young friend? Shiozai? May I ask how old you are? Young friend, I am 18 this year. Oh my. Truly remarkable. The last preliminary exam was 4 years ago. You passed at just 14, a prodigy that comes once in a century. Look at father's face. He's probably already scheming to recruit him. May I ask your esteemed name, young friend? Is your group traveling to the northern territories? Are you from the north? Which prefecture might you hail from? As expected. Father, if you keep probing, you'll soon have their entire family history, and we haven't even introduced ourselves yet. It's terribly rude. Ah, how discourteous of me. I am Wei Qing. This is my son, Wei Xiangji, and my daughter, Wei Xiaoji. We are from Nanjing Prefecture in South Jili. Our family is in trade. We are heading north to the Yu family estate to reunite with my wife and the rest of the household. Wei Xiangji? Wei Xiangji. That is me. She said my name. Wei Xiangji. The male lead from the original novel. Sister. Is something wrong? Oh, nothing. Ha 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 ha. Your name is really lovely, sir. Such a fine name. Truly fine. A green lotus jade pendant. It really is the male lead, traveling with his father to a new post, ambushed by bandits. His entire family perished, the sole survivor. After avenging them, the tragic hero forced into a course of romance by his princess cousin. He's looking at me again. He he he. This jade pendant must belong to Master Wei. This jade pendant, it must be yours, Master Wei. Thank you, miss. May I ask how I should address you? That face is truly beautiful. My name is Lin Wan. Lin Wan, as in stopping the cart to admire the maple forest at dusk. Uncle Lin, the mountain roads north are treacherous, with bandits roaming frequently. Since we're traveling the same way, why don't our two families journey together? With greater numbers, the road will feel a bit safer. Excellent. We were just thinking the same. And so we traveled north together with the Wei family. For some reason, Magistrate Wei was unwilling to reveal his post as prefect of Shuntian. I didn't expose him. As for Wei Xiangji, he was rather pleasing to the eye along the journey. We traveled for roughly 7 days, and the splendid late autumn scenery gradually faded away. We slowly began to see withered, yellowing plants by the roadside. Later still, we could already feel the biting, cold winds of the northern lands, and my uncle and Magistrate Wei, though there was a considerable gap in their ages, got along quite well. After about 10 more days like this, we were finally approaching the northern lands. It's been less than a month, but it feels like winter's already here. It got cold way too fast. Thank you, Master Wei. No need to stand on ceremony, Miss Lin. When we set out, it was already late autumn. It just wasn't so obvious back where we're from. The farther north you go, the colder it gets. With early winter approaching, the temperature drops fast, naturally. This year's weather is truly strange. It's only early winter in the north, yet it's already this bitterly cold. We've never seen conditions like this in years past. The clouds are thick and stagnant. The evening wind cuts to the bone and feels dry. The energy of the stars and moon is obscured and blocked. Ground mist is rising, and the moisture won't disperse. A heavy snow is bound to fall within days. We must quicken our pace. Uncle Lin, is that true? Then we absolutely can't afford any delay. We're here. We're almost at the border of northern Jili. I'll get to see Mother soon. Not good. It's a landslide. Quick, everyone turn around. Pull back to the open ground behind us. Uncle Lin, what's your situation over there? We're all fine. But the road ahead and behind are both blocked. Northern Jili is just up ahead. We'll go get help right away. Seems the landslide didn't start here. It was an earthquake somewhere else. The aftershocks reached us here. Ah, my stomach. Not good. Xianglan looks like she's about to give birth. It's snowing. Ah. Dr. Sun, come quickly. Everyone else, get the tents pitched. Now, Wan, let's go boil some water. I filled plenty of fresh water from the river this morning. I'll go get 2 thick blankets. I. What can I do? Uncle, hurry and gather firewood to build a warming fire. Oh, right, I'll go right away. It's all right. The child is already full term. The shock merely stirred the fetal energy. The waters haven't broken yet. Walk around slowly for now to ease your strength. Hey, the weeds and thick blankets are all laid out. It can barely shelter us from the wind inside. Ah. Xianglan's waters have broken. Quick, lend a hand. Dr. Sun, Xianglan is too weak. The child won't come out. Jeaner, bring the brood labor-inducing medicine at once. No way. No way. Miss Lin. Grandpa Lin. Are you all right? Master Wei, we're all fine. No serious harm done. Rest assured and wait. We'll clear the path within 2 hours. Many thanks, Master Wei. Wenwei, Jixing, Dafu. We can't do much to help Xianglong over there. Come, let's see if we can help clear the road sooner. Coming. Oh 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 oh. It's born, it's born. A beautiful little girl. Both mother and child are safe. Master Wei, you've come. Master Wei. Grandpa Lin, is everyone all right? Fine, fine. It's just that Xianglong has just given birth. We need to get into the city quickly to settle down. Sister-in-law Xianglong gave birth at a time like this. She's truly been through a lot. Uncle Li, prepare the carriage at once. Ready to depart. In this crisis, thank you for your help, young Master Wei. Elder Lin, you honor me too much. Let's head outside first. Young Master Wei, why haven't I seen your father? My father. My father. My father just entered the city. Then a servant called him away. My father. My father just entered the city. Then a servant called him away. Prefect Wei is busy with disaster relief. He probably hasn't had a moment to rest. It must be hard for him, not being able to lie. Yesterday's landslide was an aftershock from the earthquake in Dingzhen Prefecture. It affected several surrounding prefectures as well. Then Hejian Prefecture must be flooded with refugees. Not just Hejian. Baoding and other prefectures also received some refugees. The authorities also need to assign people for search and rescue. The affected area is so vast. Then the authorities can't spare any extra hands to resettle the refugees. The authorities have decided to divide the refugees, resettling them in Hejian, Baoding, and Shentian prefectures. How will they be divided? Drawing lots. Huh? Drawing lots? Your uncle wants to move the capital north on his own. But he insists I do this damn advance work for him. Drawing lots. So be it. At least it stops those people from sending every Tom, Dick, and Harry to Shentian Prefecture. So. Haphazard? Young master, the master requests you return to the residence first after entering the city. I will find you all later. Wow. Heh. Sister Wan is so lucky. Prefecture. Sir, please take care of us. Huh? Officer, how can you swap lots in private? You're nothing but refugees. You should be grateful just to have a place to stay. This wealthy gentleman here earns a fortune daily, pays taxes year-round, and supports the government. How could you refugees possibly compare? Hey, Grandma, wait a moment. Ha ha ha. Shentian Prefecture is the northern capital. A bunch of country bumpkins like you. Think you're worthy of entering? This official was not aware that the North had fallen under your authority. Ah. Greetings, Your Excellency the Prefect. Ah. Your Excellency the Prefect. The Prefect? Good heavens. I've been playing chess all this way with the Prefect himself. The Imperial Court has strict regulations for resettling disaster victims, private dealings, openly swapping prefectural residency permits. Do you take this for a marketplace? Wei Wanli. Your Excellency, please, let me explain. Our dynasty has always treated educated scholars with favor, even if they had drawn a prefectural permit, or even if they had not. By virtue of this young man's rank as a Shiozai, he is directly eligible for settlement in Shuntian Prefecture. Huh? A Shiozai? What? A Shiozai? Goodness me, so young, and already a Shiozai. He's a scholar, after all. At such a young age, his future prospects are surely boundless. Thank you, Your Excellency, for upholding justice. This gentleman here clearly has a kind heart and a profound sense of righteousness. Now, several prefectures in the north have all been struck by the same earthquake. The common people are displaced and homeless, suffering unbearable hardship. At this time of the court's great concern for disaster relief, a gentleman who earns a fortune daily could surely give generously and donate funds for disaster relief. This would ease the court's burden and also bring blessings upon the people. That's right, you look like a truly kind-hearted person. The master is indeed a man of charity. The disaster is devastating right now. Your donation for relief would be a tremendous act of merit. Yes, master, solving difficulties for the nation, sharing burdens for the people. The prefect will surely record your good deed. Do good and accumulate virtue, and blessings will surely follow. Your business will surely flourish in the future, with wealth pouring in from all sides. I'll donate, all right. Usually you look as soft and mild as a rice dumpling, but who knew you'd have a black sesame filling inside? Everyone, please follow me. Previously, I came to take up this post in secret under imperial decree, so I never revealed my identity. I hope you can all understand. My lord, what are you saying? Of course we understand, Ha ha ha. You've drawn the lot for Shuntian Prefecture, so just go there with peace of mind. The attached county of Shuntian Prefecture, Daxing County, has a county school. Once young friend Lin is settled, he can continue his studies. Furthermore, Fuchuan Village, under Daxing County, still has some vacant houses. It's close to the county seat as well. You can settle down there. Thank you, my lord, for taking care of everything. From now on, I will also be studying at the Daxing County School. Brother Lin and I will be schoolmates then. Truly? Then we shall pursue our studies together from now on. I hope young Master Wei will offer me his guidance. Of course. The houses in the village are all full. The original residents of these few homes moved their entire families to Nanshan Prefecture 2 years ago to join relatives. The houses have been empty ever since. Prefect Wei has already sent word to make arrangements. It's just that our conditions here are rather humble. Everyone, please make do for the time being. No matter. To have a place to shelter us now. We're already fortunate enough. We won't be picky. Looks like there are plenty of houses here. Everyone, just pick whichever suits your needs. Grandpa, Grandma, let's take this one. Then our family will take the one next door. We can look out for each other that way. Then this house will be for us, father and daughter. Little Huzi and I will be fine in this one. We'll take the one at the very end. Plenty of room. My old man and I will take this one. Xiaoying and Wan Wan can share a room. Wan Yue, you take that big house over there. Just enough space for a desk. Mother, this place is so shabby. You're young, a little hardship builds character. Asterisk sigh asterisk. Folks. This year's first snow came way too early. It's only the 10th month and already freezing. We can't break any new ground, and we certainly can't plant winter wheat. Let's just make do for today. Tomorrow we'll head into town, sell off the rest of the Acarus gramineus, right, should fetch a decent price, and pick up some things for the winter. We can also look for suitable work. Here. Manhwa always takes the best care of me. You. Father. You said you'd replace my book. Come on, once we sell the Acarus gramineus, Mother will buy you a whole chest of books. Coming. Grandpa, Grandma, why worry about finding work? Isn't the answer right in front of us? It could work. Boss. Are you closing this tea house? The north is already so sparsely populated. And now with refugees pouring in, business is harder than ever. I simply can't keep it going anymore. Young Master Wei. What brings you here? Just passing by. Perfect timing. Come with me to buy some books. Boss. Then let's talk business. You're interested? Come, please step right in. Ha ha ha. Wan, you handle the negotiations. We'll take a stroll through the market, see what's available. Good chance to brainstorm recipes based on our modern restaurant ideas. The tea house has 2 floors. There's also a small courtyard out back. If we squeeze in, it'll be enough for us to live in. I've settled terms with the proprietor. He's asking 800 taels. Does our family even have that much money? More than that, actually. Our dishes, made according to Grandpa and Grandma's methods, have very high ingredient costs. Add in the shop itself. And this money we just got our hands on won't leave us with much at all. These pieces of jewelry are worth something too. At least they can tide us over in an emergency. That's enough. It's not like we can't earn it back. Keep them for yourself. Leave the kitchen to me. The pastries, leave those to Wan. I'll handle the front of house and serving the customers. We're still short someone to manage the accounts. Manhwa still has to attend the county academy. The bookkeeping duties, I'll do it. Before, mother-in-law Zhao sent me to the county for odd jobs. I learned bookkeeping from the embroidery shop's manager. Sister, you have that skill? Wonderful. The accounts will be entrusted to our Shouying. Auntie, you're truly amazing. So what will we all be making? Oh, a great many things. Guabao roe, crispy pork strips, fried fresh milk. Meat and vegetable prices at the county market are far too high. We can just buy directly from the village. Right now it's cold. There aren't many vegetables in the village right now. Grandpa, Grandma, let's try building a greenhouse to grow vegetables. Right, haha. How could we forget this method? The village has plenty of chickens, ducks, pigs, and cattle. Meat supply won't be a problem, but there's too much work. Our family alone can't handle it all. Then let's ask the villagers. We can all work together. Folks, we're planning to take over the shop and open a restaurant. We'd like to ask everyone to lend a hand. We'll need people to handle vegetable and meat collection and tend the greenhouse, some to run errands between the village and the county town, and others to help out at the shop. Wages will be paid monthly at market rates. We won't shortchange anyone in this freezing weather. Can you really grow vegetables? Set up a greenhouse, cover it with translucent oiled paper, and build heated walls for warmth. If the temperature inside is high enough, the vegetables will grow. Ha ha ha, we were just worrying about having no work. Thank you, Uncle Lin, for thinking of us all. We're all from the same village. No need for formalities. Let's divide the work properly. My family has old folks and young children, so we'll stay in the village to tend the greenhouse and grow vegetables. The two of us just have brute strength, so we'll be responsible for transporting meat and vegetables daily. Then I'll help Aunt Lin as an assistant. Luckily, it was originally a tea house, so no renovation is needed. The private rooms on the second floor can be used directly. That's right, look who picked it out. Our Wan is the most amazing. Hey hey hey. The vegetables and meat have been delivered. When do we start testing the dishes? Haha, we'll start cooking right away. Opening a shop has really made your mouth water, hasn't it? Grandpa, this is a bit like the Ming and Song dynasties here. Many rare seasonings and ingredients are unavailable. Can we manage? Why couldn't we? For guabao ro, if there's no tomato sauce, just mix sugar and refined vinegar for the glaze. No potatoes? Swap in Chinese yam. But di san xian is also missing green peppers. The traditional vegetarian 3 delight originally used Chinese yam, tender green beans, and oyster mushrooms. We have all of those here. Back in the day, cooking didn't rely on so many seasonings. The flavor was still just as authentic. Father, with such fine culinary skills, why have you kept them hidden all this time? When did we ever have the means before? Don't you see how much meat and oil this takes? If your father dared to cook it, would you dare to eat it? One meal, and our whole family would be eating wind for half a year. Ha ha ha. One meal, and our whole family would be eating wind for half a year. Such a lively gathering. I wonder if we might be fortunate enough to have a taste. Uncle Sunday. You've come. Ouch. Why is the coughing so severe? Jeaner, the Naguan acupoint. Huh? Oh. Take a deep breath, brother Wenwei. There, better now. What did he eat to choke like that? It's hardly a matter of food. Dr. Sun. Have you found a suitable shop? As luck would have it, a preserved fruit shop diagonally across is up for transfer. The space isn't very large, but it's just right for a medicinal herb shop, and it's close by. Being close is good. Grandma, don't you agree? Ha, isn't it just? Being close is truly wonderful. Excuse me, is this the Lin family's shop? Sister Wan. I've been tied up with relief efforts recently and haven't had a moment to pay a proper visit. I hope Uncle and Aunt Lin will forgive my tardiness. Your Excellency the Prefect is far too courteous. You truly overwhelm us. Haha, why so formal all of a sudden? You are both my elders. From now on, please just call me A Ching. Oh, we could never presume to do so. My husband told me that you took such good care of us along the way. It's already rude of us to visit only now. Our two families should spend more time together from now on. I hope you won't find us a bother, Auntie. Ha ha ha. How could we ever find you a bother? Quick, everyone, have a seat. We were just trying out some new dishes. Everyone should have a taste. Uncle Lin, your cooking is truly exceptional. To make home-style dishes taste this good, that's really something rare. Sister Sun, Auntie, Xiao Xiao, try these two desserts. You must be Miss Lin. Did you make these sweets? Auntie, please, just call me Wan Wan. I just made these for fun. Please try them and see if they suit your taste. Huh? Brother. You never eat sweets. These treats just look so novel. I'm just trying a little. Sister Wan, your cooking is amazing. That's enough out of you. No more candied hawthorn sticks for you. Regarding that earlier incident with the bandits on the road, I began a thorough investigation upon arriving in Shuntian. It was the work of Princess Yong'an. She has now been sent by His Majesty far away to the Liang Kingdom for a marriage alliance. A princess? Why would a princess want to harm you? The princess was once rather fixated on Shangji. Ha ha ha. In the original story, that unhinged princess who forced her love on Wei Xingji thrived all the way to the end. Could it be because of our arrival? Mother. Fry up another plate, will you? I'll take it with me to the academy. Are you going to the county school to study or to sell snacks? Ha ha ha. Uncle Lin, the whole village is overjoyed. Every household has chickens, ducks, and pigs, and now they can earn a living even in winter. The village chief says thank you. It's just neighbors helping neighbors. A case of mutual benefit. Oh, right. How is Uncle Lee's greenhouse coming along? The greenhouse was finished a couple of days ago. It's huge. Grandpa Lee is worried they won't have enough hands. But Grandpa Lee also said the first batch of vegetables will definitely be delivered within a month. Ha ha ha. Good, good, good. You've all worked hard. Today's the grand opening. You all come and have a good meal. Come on in. Ha ha. Thank you, Auntie. Come and take a look. The Lin family restaurant is newly opened today. Authentic northeastern cuisine. Grand opening special. 20% off all dishes. That's such a good deal. I have to check this out. The prefect's wife has arrived. The prefect's wife? Uncle Lin, Auntie Lin, I've been thinking about your cooking every day these past 2 days. You've finally opened. I made a point to invite a few ladies to come and support you. There was no need for you to come in person. If you're craving something, just send word. Haha. Sister Wan, I want some fried fresh milk. Come on, I'll make it for you right now. Ladies, please come inside. The private rooms upstairs are all available. If the prefect's wife came specially to show support, the food must be excellent. Then I'd better hurry in and try it. Anyway, it's time to go to the county school. Master Wei's carriage is waiting outside the gate. Today is the first day of the term. You absolutely cannot be late. I know, sister. Wan, I'm off to the county school. Be careful on the road. I see. The Yamen has posted a notice. Ha ha ha. Madam, the Yamen's notice is out. His Majesty's decree to move the capital to Shuntian has been formally issued. Then has my imperial brother mentioned when he will arrive in Shuntian? Imperial brother? I just remembered it myself. In the original book, the prefect of Shuntian is His Majesty's brother-in-law, so Madame Wei is none other than a princess of the current dynasty. Good heavens. 1 month. That's even sooner than I expected. Grandma, we need to stockpile more ingredients. Business is about to get overwhelmingly busy. This work is even more than in our modern. Ahahaha, no. Busier than when we used to farm back in our hometown. Grandma's so tired she's getting muddled. Oh. Reporting to His Majesty, the barbarian army has retreated, and all lost territories in Jiaotong Prefecture have been fully reclaimed. Reporting to Your Majesty, Princess Yong'an has successfully married the Prince of Daliang. Daliang has sent envoys with a truce document, with Your Majesty guarding the gateway of Shuntian. The borders are secure, and no petty villains dare to invade again. Ha ha ha, excellent, excellent. All of this is wonderful news. Issue our decree at once. In 3 months' time, a special imperial examination shall be held to widely recruit the realm's worthy talents. Why are there so many people on the street? What's happened? There's good news I haven't had the chance to tell you yet, Brother Lin. My uncle has issued a decree to hold a special imperial examination in 3 months, widely recruiting the realm's worthy talents. Truly? Wait, uncle? Issued a decree? Well, Brother Wei, wait a moment. Let me catch my breath. Your father is the prefect. Your uncle is the emperor. Then your mother is. My mother is Princess Tanhua, His Majesty's own younger sister. Ah. Oh my God. Brother Lin, one's birth is ordained by heaven. It has little to do with one's own efforts. Why belittle yourself? You are a prodigy who passed the county exam at 14. My father even calls you his young friend. Right, I'm a prodigy. But His Majesty is your uncle. Your Lin family are all good, loyal, and righteous people. Back in those perilous times, you helped us out of sheer justice, completely unaware of our true identities. Such innate virtue is far more precious than family background. But His Majesty is your uncle. Yes, yes. His Majesty is my uncle. Now our two families are on good terms. Isn't that a good thing? The Lin family ancestors must be smiling down from heaven. Let's hurry back to the restaurant and share the good news about the special exam with our elders. Right, right, right. Move, move. Father, mother, the court has issued a decree. They're holding a special exam. It's real. Absolutely true. The special exam has been confirmed. Xiangji is here too. Come, have a seat. You haven't had dinner yet, have you? I was just escorting Brother Lin home on my way, so I haven't eaten yet. There was no need to escort him specially. Wan Wei is a grown man. He's not going to get lost. It was on my way. The Wei residence is just on the next street. The county school is quite a distance, so having a carriage makes things easier. Well, in that case, from now on, young Master Wei, why not just have dinner here at our place? Yes, Xiangji. You should come eat here every evening from now on, and no refusing. This. I'm afraid it would be too much trouble. What trouble? You go to school with Wan Wei every day. We're the ones benefiting from this arrangement. Oh, Brother Wei, don't refuse. It's just one extra pair of chopsticks. Sit down, please. Then I shall humbly accept your generous offer. We're refining the osmanthus sweet and sour pork. Just try a little. Is the sourness too overpowering? The aftertaste is off. Use half a spoon less of honey and add just a touch more osmanthus paste. That might improve it. Young Master Wei, what a discerning palate you have. You can even detect such subtle differences. That meal you prepared last time, it truly left a deep impression on me. Then you must come by often to help me test new dishes, all right? It would be my honor. She's asking me to come by often. And smiling at me like that. I can't take it. I'll go remake a plate right now. It won't take long. Ha ha ha. Here, try it again. Miss Lin, your culinary skill is truly exceptional. It's already this late. Why hasn't Xiangji returned yet? Master, madam, the young master just sent word that. That what? That he's dining at the Lin family's restaurant. There's no need to wait dinner for him. Ha ha ha, seems the boy's found himself a fine spot. Yay! Big brother will definitely bring back fried milk for Xiao Xiao. You're still smiling? That rascal didn't even give us a heads up. Made us wait all this time for nothing. When he gets back, I swear I'll give him a good kick. It was only a short wait. Look at that temper of yours. Your son is working on his lifelong happiness. You can't exactly help, so don't get in his way. As if I'd dare. But, my dear, this lifelong happiness you speak of, could it be? Big brother wants sister Wan to be Xiao Xiao's sister-in-law. Well, look at that. You, as his father, are slower on the uptake than your own daughter. Is the boy truly smitten with young Wan? What? You think Miss Wan isn't good enough for your son? My lady, am I that kind of man? Our family has already reached the pinnacle of honor. We have no need for political marriages to secure our standing. And the Lin family once saved our lives. If Xiangji truly has feelings for her, how could I not support him? It's good you understand. Mom, sis, you should head back to the shop. I'll be back after school. Go on, now. Aunt Lin. My dear wife, I've missed you so much. Who's there? Old man. Get out here, quick. What kind of scoundrel is this? Father. Uncle Lin, it's me, Dazhu, from Qinghe village. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, it's me. The second Jiao boy, Dazhu. Pa. Who's your mother-in-law? You and Xiuying divorced ages ago. Stop claiming ties that don't exist. Dazhu, what exactly happened? At first, we headed south. The roads were packed with people. Folks from other villages were all heading south, too. But then we ran into refugees first, and then deserters. Later, the barbarian army caught up with us. Only the two of us from Qinghe village are left. I broke my leg. I'm a cripple now. No matter what work I look for, no one wants to hire me. Amy, I've got nowhere else to turn. Please, Uncle Lin, Aunt Lin, take me in. I'll even scrub the chamber pots out back. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, please take me in, too. I can stay and help Xiuying manage the shop's accounts. Pa, you have the nerve to ask my parents to take you in? Dazhu is honest and decent. He can stay. As for you, Zhao II, if you know what's good for you, get lost, now. Thank you, Uncle Lin. Thank you, Aunt Lin. Mother-in-law, get out. You know damn well the shameful things you've done. Our Lin family hasn't settled the score with you, only out of respect for our village ties. A grown man with working hands and feet. Yet all you do is scheme and shirk. Disgusting. Humph. Madam Lin, how on earth do you make the food in this shop? Exactly. Crispy pork strips on the first, double-cooked pork slices on the second. My wife says I'm practically living at your place. Shall we keep a bedroll ready for you, then? Which one of you is Lin Xiuying? That would be me. May I ask what brings you here, officers? You've been accused of abandoning your husband and fleeing. You'll need to come with us to the county office. You've been accused of abandoning your husband and fleeing. You'll need to come with us to the county office. Abandoning her husband? Madam Lin seemed so proper. Who would have thought? Officers, there must be some mistake. My aunt has long been divorced and has been living peacefully at her parents' home. Could this be a false accusation? Enough talk. The county warrant has been issued. Come with us now. Officers, running a business isn't easy. Just give me a moment to settle things here. Close up the shop and I'll go with you right away. Yes, officers, you've come all this way. When you pass by after your shift, stop in for a meal. We'll give you a discount. Our apologies, everyone. An urgent family matter has come up. We must close for the day. Please come back tomorrow. All purchases today are 40% off. Madam Lin's character, we trust her completely. No need for formalities. Yes, if you're in trouble, just say so. It's no trouble at all. Sir, madam, please stop working for a moment. We have a problem. Zhao Lauer has filed a complaint against us. The county office has summoned us for questioning. What? Zhao Lauer, what is your complaint? Your Honor, the Lin family has gone too far. They refuse to let my wife return home with me. I beg your Honor to deliver justice for this humble commoner. Such a thing. It doesn't seem likely. Lady Lin, Zhao Lauer accuses you of abandoning your husband and fleeing. What is your defense? Your Honor, I have been wrong. This woman has long since divorced Zhao Lauer. How can there be any talk of abandoning my husband and fleeing? Indeed, Your Honor, they divorced a long time ago. The entire village can testify to it. Your Honor. This Zhao Lauer used to beat and curse my aunt at the slightest provocation. My aunt still bears the scars on her body. Reporting to Your Honor, it was precisely because he repeatedly beat my daughter that I took it upon myself to have the two divorce. It was by no means an unprovoked separation. So that's what happened. A grown man actually beating his own wife, and he still has the nerve to bring a lawsuit to the yamen. Absolutely shameless. Absolutely shameless. What divorce? You're all talking nonsense. You've detained my wife to work for free in your shop. And you haven't given me a single coin. Ha, I'm keeping accounts in my own family's shop. What business is it of yours? Clearly, because of what happened yesterday, you're deliberately seeking revenge. Oh my, this fellow. Is he really so possessive? Over someone else's purse strings? Ha ha ha, exactly. Mere words are no proof. You claim there was a divorce. Where is the divorce decree? Presented as evidence. I tossed mine on the road long ago. This family are refugees too. No way they still have theirs. Silence. Lady Lin, Zhao II has a point. You claim the marriage was already dissolved. Do you have the written decree as proof? The decree. Didn't we leave it with the village chief? Now this is without a divorce decree. Lady Lin, do you know the charge for a wife abandoning her husband? Your Honor, please see clearly. My Lin family has been truly wronged. The decree is right here. The decree is right here. Your Honor, we have the decree. And we have witnesses. Way. Ahem. No need to stop them. Summon the witnesses and evidence to the court. Greetings, Your Honor. Your Honor, please hear me. This humble student is from the County Academy. Lin Xiaoying is my elder sister. I have come specifically to bring witnesses and evidence for this case. Submit the physical evidence. Let the witnesses explain the details in full. Anne. Your Honor, we common folk are originally from Qinghe village in Jiading Prefecture. When the barbarians breached the city, we had no choice but to flee our homeland. By His Majesty's gracious decree, we were permitted to settle and make our home in Daxing County. This elder here is the chief of our Qinghe village. We have household registration documents to verify our identities. Your Honor, please see clearly. These two individuals were indeed already divorced back in Qinghe village. This old man personally presided over and issued the decree. It also bears the fingerprints of 10 villagers as witnesses. There is absolutely no falsehood. Your Honor, this commoner is the owner of the herbal medicine shop in town. I am one of the witnesses to this very divorce decree. I can testify on behalf of the Lin family. These two were divorced long ago. You all. Insolence. Zhao II. You have maliciously slandered law-abiding citizens and beaten your wife during the marriage. With both witness testimony and material evidence complete, the crimes are firmly established. This court sentences you to 30 strokes of the cane. Bailiffs, drag him out. You barren hen. Who else would want you after leaving me? I have hands and feet, and I can keep accounts. I can run a shop and support myself. I can live a good life on my own. What do I need you for? Yeah. Well said. Good for you, Lady Lin. Hey. Wanyue, aren't you supposed to be at the county academy? How did you know we were summoned to the county yamen? Heh, it's all thanks to my quick wits. Brother Daiju, hurry and hire a carriage. Go to the county academy and find little uncle. Have him return to Fuchuan village and bring village chief Li here. Miss Lin is truly clever. Luckily, the county academy is halfway between the county seat and Fuchuan village. I also asked Daiju to stop by the medicine shop on the way and fetch Uncle Sunday. That way, the witness testimony would be more complete. All right, you're all clever. Xiangji, why did you also come all the way here? Did it interfere with your studies? His father is the prefect. I originally thought, if the magistrate turned out to be a corrupt official, we could use his authority to pressure him. Ha ha ha. Don't learn bad habits. Heh heh heh, can't catch me. Please don't take offense, Elder Lin. Brother Lin was only joking. I heard the Lin family had run into some trouble, so I came to see if I could lend a hand. That's very thoughtful of you. Young Master Wei, you're so thoughtful. Alright, this matter can be considered settled. Let's head back soon. The New Year's Eve is just 10 days away. Exactly. This is our very first New Year here. We must make it lively and festive. A little over a month after the New Year will be the special Imperial examination. Wenwei, are you confident? We guarantee to complete the mission. You give it your best too, Master Wei. Aya. Today is truly exhausting. I will not disappoint Miss Lin's expectations. To our family. We survived the war and fled the chaos. We made it through, alive and well. Now we've planted our feet firmly in Shentian. Cheers! What does cheers mean? It means bottoms up. Pardon me, is this the Lin family restaurant? Who could it be, coming to dine on New Year's Eve? Elder Lin. My respects to the old madam. I am from Magistrate Wei's residence. The madam received the New Year's gifts sent by the Lin family. She was absolutely delighted. She specifically ordered me to deliver the New Year's gifts prepared by our household, wishing your entire family blessings, peace, and good health in the new year. Such formality is truly unnecessary. Please convey our deepest thanks to Madam Wei. Old madam, you honor this old servant too highly. This must be Miss Lin. My young master specifically asked me to bring you a gift, wishing you joy in the new year. May all go smoothly for you. What? Mother, you sent a gift in my name to Miss Lin? And the gift was Va. This is far too presumptuous. Look at you, getting flustered again. If I don't take the initiative, when will I ever see a daughter-in-law walk through that door? But still, you can't just rashly send. It was thoughtless of me. Next time, I will certainly discuss it with you first. Alright. What's done is done. Pointless fretting won't help. After the new year, focusing on your exam preparations is what truly matters. Father, mother. That is not what I meant. It's just that sending it so abruptly like this will put Miss Lin in an awkward position. Mother understands. Brother Wei, what is the meaning of this? You and that dense head of yours. How will you ever top the Imperial exams? I passed. Top of the list. One Wei is the Zhuangyuan. Oh my, he really did earn the top rank. Thank heavens and earth. Ha ha ha. Attaboy. What about Master Wei? Did you see his name? Yes, I saw it. Master Wei passed as well. He's the Tanhua. Did you see his name? He, I'm the Zhuangyuan. He. Little uncle. From ancient times to now, the top 3 candidates are nearly equal in learning. Some even have the talent of a Zhuangyuan, yet because their looks are too outstanding, they end up placed lower as Tanhua instead. Ha ha. Wan, why are you helping an outsider tease your own little uncle? Sister Sun isn't even married yet, and you're already taking her side? Congratulations, Zhuangyuan Lin. Wishing you great joy on your wedding. Congratulations. Auntie, little uncle was just walking with both left feet. Ha ha. Oh, you just love watching your little uncle make a fool of himself. From now on, we'll be eating at the same table. Ha ha. Auntie, look, little uncle just got pinched by sister son. Ha ha ha. Wan, maybe tone it down a bit. Careful, when it's your wedding day, your little uncle might tease you right back. Go on. Last time you mentioned the braised chicken with lion's mane mushrooms was delicious. I specially asked some mountain folk to gather a batch of fresh ones. I'll bring them to your restaurant tomorrow. You remembered that? You mentioned it. Of course I remember. Then I'll be expecting you, Master Wei. But it's only a basket of lion's mane mushrooms. You could just send someone to deliver them. Why go out of your way to deliver it yourself after work? How could that be the same? What's different about it? When did you get them? A few days ago, during my day off. Master Wei. When you talk to me, is this all the words you have left? Of course not. I'm just not very good with words. What do I do? What do I do? Come on, stupid brain, think. Stupid mouth, say something. Just say something. Don't let this get awkward. What are you doing? Stay and have dinner. I'll make you the braised chicken with lion's mane mushrooms. Oh, all right. Master Wei, please wait just a moment. Truly tongue-tied. Try this. Delicious. Now's the moment. Miss Lin, when the weather warms up a bit, there's a spot outside the city where fireflies appear at night. Would you like to go see them? Sure. Then I'll take my leave now. Sister Wan. Your sister Wan is in the kitchen making candied yam for you. Mother. May I go see Sister Wan? Go on, and remember to greet the elders first. Good day, Grandpa Lin. Good day, Grandma Lin. Good day, Aunt Lin. Haha, you've arrived. This girl. Aunt Lin, why go to the trouble of putting up the closed sign? We're just here for a simple meal. It's only proper. The shop's been so busy lately, we're all worn out. This is a perfect chance to take a good rest today. Ha ha ha, Uncle Lin, it's been a long time. Is business at the restaurant doing well? All is well, all is well. Thank you for asking. Please, have a seat. Sister Wan, my brother says he wants to spend his entire salary eating at your place. Then what if your brother can't afford to marry a wife later? What would he do then? Brother says. He'd naturally marry Sister Wan, of course. You've never said that to my face before. Sister Wan, would you be my sister-in-law someday? That's something your brother should say himself. You've been coming around far too often lately. Does the Hanlin Academy truly have nothing for you to do? The Hanlin Academy certainly has official duties. I only come by after I've left the office for the day. Out with it. What? Your excuse this time. Those fireflies I mentioned to you before. Tomorrow evening, the weather should be just right. If you happen to be free, I'm free. You're not even asking where exactly we're going? Aren't you leading the way? Then I'll come find you tomorrow evening. Wan, wear that new moon white dress of yours tomorrow. Auntie. You scared me to death. Were you eavesdropping? I wasn't eavesdropping. I was listening fair and square. Miss Lin. I have a question I'd like to ask you. Miss Lin. I have a question I'd like to ask you. Go ahead and ask. What kind of man do you like? Is it truly not obvious? He must be good-looking. He must enjoy the food I cook. And he must be able to tell good cooking from bad. He must have a good memory. He remembers everything I've ever said. Best of all, he'd be a Tanhua scholar. It's me, isn't it, Miss Lin? Ha 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 ha. You fool. Miss Lin. I like you. From the very moment you stepped in to save Xiao Xiao back then, I've liked you. I know.